Textbook.
So, as she stated, I'm Julianne Peterson. I'm the sales representative from McGraw Hill. We are the provider of materials for this course. What we provide is a product called ConnectPlus, which will include your ebook, your Learn Smart exercises, smart book, and a place for you to upload your speeches. We're going to just get into more detail on that. And what I'm going to tell you about today is how to register for this program. Okay? So you will be able to register for this through Blackboard. What we do is we take the Connect program and we pair it with your Blackboard course so that you only have to go through Blackboard, so that once you register, you won't have to go and log into another place to do your homework or read the ebook or get your materials. Okay? So as we already stated, the Connect Plus is the program that's going to have everything you need: the Learn Smart, the ebook, the adaptive ebook called Smart Book, and your speech upload. You are going to be able to either purchase a code at the bookstore or buy directly online. When you buy online, we're going to show you a screen, but you want to make sure that you buy this Connect Plus versus the Connect. Okay? What we're talking about today is for distance ed and face-to-face. These are the same materials. However, each course may have, you will have the same assignments, but you might have different due dates. So you just want to pay attention to the due dates in your course, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. Okay? So this is what you're going to purchase. You'll have the option to purchase a code in the bookstore, and if you do that, this is the ISBN and the title of that. When you go to the bookstore, it's just an access code. It's not a physical book, so they might have it behind the counter. You might want to just stop up and ask them. Just go right to the counter and ask. Or if you purchase online, you're going to be able to just purchase this directly with your, oh, did you need that last screen?
Yeah, I was just going to make sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So this is what you would purchase inside the store, and also this PowerPoint will get posted to Blackboard as well. Okay? Oh, we got lots of pictures here on this one. And then when you're in the registration process, you'll also have the option to pay directly with a credit card. Okay? So the registration process will all happen inside Blackboard. So all you need to do is go to your Blackboard course. Whether you get a code in the store or you buy directly, you'll start in Blackboard. You'll enter the course, and then you'll go to the content folder. In that folder, you're going to see a subfolder for Learn Smart Textbook Mastery Exercises. The first time you click on a Learn Smart module, the first time only, it's going to ask you to register. You'll see a screen like this. You'll click Continue, and then Register Now, and then you're going to enter your email address. If you've used Connect before, this screen will recognize your email and also ask for your password. You still need to purchase Connect Plus Access, but it will allow you to use the account you already have. Okay? This is the screen that's going to give you your purchase option. So if you got a code in the bookstore, this is where you'll enter it. If you want to buy online, you're going to click here, or start a free trial. So everybody can register today because you can all start the free trial, which is 21 days. This is for maybe you're waiting on a paycheck or financial aid. This allows you a little bit of time. You can start that trial right now so that everyone can turn in their exercises on time. Okay? So I would encourage everyone to get started on that today. And then if you do decide to buy online, the cover will look different, but you'll see more than one option. The top is going to be Connect Alone. It's the bottom one that you're going to want called Connect Plus. It's the plus that gives you access to the ebook and then the smart book, which we're going to talk about in a minute. Okay? So you want to make sure to select Connect Plus. Everyone's going to then fill out a registration form with your school information, setting up a password if you don't already have one, and your name and address. At the bottom of that, you're going to select Go to Connect Now, and it will take you to the Connect homepage. And on the Connect homepage is where you can find the ebook. Okay? So a couple of things. One, for your Learn Smart assignments, even though they come from Connect, you can actually click on that assignment in Blackboard, and it will open Connect. So anytime you're in Connect, you're always going to see this Return to Blackboard flag. It's actually yellow, and that will take you back. If you simply want to access the ebook, not the smart book, but just the ebook, you can, from Blackboard, click Tools, McGraw Hill Higher Education, and then go to Connect section. Okay? So if you're just entering your Blackboard course, you just need to go read a chapter in the ebook, you'll go to Tools, McGraw Hill Higher Education, go to Connect section, and that'll take you to the Connect homepage, and you'll see the ebook on the right. Okay? Again, you'll see the flag to get back into Blackboard as needed. Okay. I don't know why I have this slide out of order, but this is our support number. If you have any issues at all with registration, You can call this number, any technical issues, your browser's not working, your code's not working. I would call them first because these are people at the ready to help you. Okay, so it's 1-800-331-5094, or you can use this website and fill out a form or chat. Okay, start with them first, and every communication you have with our tech support will generate a case number. Be prepared to give that case number if you're going to contact your instructor or myself. Okay, if you're not getting the help you need, absolutely let us know. It's our priority that you are set up in the course, but it is your responsibility to make sure you get ready. So if you go home to register tonight and there's an error message or something's not working right with your browser, call this number, get a case number. If you do not hear back from them or it doesn't get resolved, then you connect with your instructor and she'll get you in touch with me. Okay, and we'll get it taken care of. Okay? Okay, so we've got you registered, you're inside the course. You've heard us talk about LearnSmart. This is one of the assignments that we're going to be utilizing for the class. LearnSmart is an adaptive diagnostic study tool. Okay, it's built off the chapters in the book, so ideally you would want to read the chapter in the book, then work on your LearnSmart exercises. LearnSmart is not like a quiz or a static amount of questions. It is adaptive. So as you answer questions, every question is going to ask your confidence level. You'll answer that, and then it will calculate that plus whether or not you get questions right or wrong, and it's capturing the amount of time you spend and all your metacognitive data. Okay, I know that sounds complicated, but what it really means is that every time you use LearnSmart, it learns more about you so that it can always present you with the most important material to study. It's always going to present you with what you don't know or what you were weak on. Okay, so as you're answering questions, for example, if you're confident and you get something correct, that goes in one pile. If you're not confident but you get it correct, that goes in another pile because you might still need work. If you're getting questions wrong, that goes in a third pile. And it's going to continue to adapt and personalize so that you're always being presented with what you don't know or what you still need work on. Okay, it's still going to probably sprinkle in some things you got correct because it's a retention and study tool. It's also accounting for memory decay, and it wants you to commit this material to your long-term memory. Okay, one thing I want to make sure we're clear on, for both face-to-face and DE, you have these assignments, but they might have different due dates. In Blackboard, in the LearnSmart folder, you will be able to always see the due date and time. This is not an assignment to do last minute. Okay, it's not something you finish in 10 minutes or even an hour for that matter. And it's something we want you to continually utilize. I would rather see you get into LearnSmart. It's open for a set amount of time, and you can go in and out of it as much as you want until the due date. At the due date, a mastery grade will go to the grade book. Okay? During that set amount of time, I would rather see you go into LearnSmart every day for 10 minutes than one day for 2 hours, because it's designed to help you learn how to study. It's not a one-time assignment, okay? But also remember that, because you don't want to, these are usually due probably at, I think, 11:59 p.m. You don't want to show up at 11:30 to try to do this, because it will take longer than that, even if you know the material, okay? Okay, does anyone have questions about what LearnSmart is? Yes?
Sorry, I thought it was somebody behind me. But you said that if we use LearnSmart before and Connect, it's going to recognize our email. Is it an issue if our email isn't affiliated with U of H?
No, not at all. Not at all. No. Any other questions about LearnSmart? Yes.
So just to piggyback off that, so if we've already used LearnSmart for a different class, it automatically MDR. We have to remember what our ID was.
So what will happen is when you enter your email address, if that was the email you used to establish the account, it'll recognize you. And you either have to remember your password or select forgot password. Okay. And if you use a different email, it just won't recognize you. Yeah. Any other questions about that? Who in here has used LearnSmart before? In the red shirt. What class did you use it for? Yes.
I used it for political science.
You did last semester?
Yes.
Who was your instructor?
Cool.
Did it help you?
Yeah.
Can you say more about that?
It really reinforced the concepts a lot. Cool thing about it is the questions will recirculate, and it's more of from a pool bank of questions. And when you're doing the LearnSmart itself, it'll tell you oh, it's good. I recommend taking a study break, or I recommend, oh, you have missed this question for this concept, twice now. I recommend going to this section of the book to further reinforce that concept.
Awesome, that's terrific. And so it's more like a tool rather than just like a one-time
Yeah.
assignment. It'll start to learn about you and help coach you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have you purchased for this class yet?
No.
If you email me, I'll hook you up since I just put you on the spot in front of everybody. I appreciate it. What's your name?
Raphael.
Raphael. Okay, email me. Your instructor will give you my email address.
All right.
Okay, awesome. See what public speaking can do for you. Okay, so everybody understands what Learn Smart is. Now I want to talk about SmartBook, which is the first ever adaptive ebook. This is part of your package because you're purchasing ConnectPlus and because your instructor is utilizing the Learn Smart assignments. So it's like your ebook with the Learn Smart questions inside. Same questions, same ebook content, but it's adaptive. And it's important that you know what this is. You do not have to use it. It's optional. What is required is for you to read and do the Learn Smart questions. You don't have to do it in SmartBook. However, the first time that you click on a Learn Smart assignment, it's automatically going to open the SmartBook interface. So I want you to know what it is. And it's going to look like this, except this screen will have a tutorial to walk you through what SmartBook is. I encourage you to watch that. Okay? What it is it's an adaptive ebook that has all your book content, but it starts by highlighting the most key concepts. And as you use it and it learns about you, it'll highlight your most key concepts, okay? The first chapter is going to start with national data. Based on Learn Smart and our usage, we've been able to capture data on key topics that students struggle with the most. So we're highlighting those and drawing your attention to that. And as you read these highlighted areas that are highlighted in yellow, it will start to learn how much you're reading, and then it'll start to have you questions for you. You'll notice there's a little brain in the upper right. As you start to read, that brain's going to populate, and there'll be a number there. You can click there and start answering your Learn Smart questions, okay? So the book is highlighted and focused. It's adaptive. As you read and then you answer questions correctly, the highlights will change. So if you read an area, you started being able to master that content, the yellow highlight's going to come off and turn green, and another part's going to get highlighted. Every time you log in, it's going to take you to the part you left off, so that it's learning about you, so that the time you spend is the most high-impact study time available, okay? You don't have to use SmartBook. The difference, I would say, is SmartBook is an experience. You're inside the book, you're reading what's important, you're answering questions. You're reading some more, you're answering questions, okay? If you don't want that, that's okay. You can just go to the Learn Smart and just answer your questions. The questions are the same. They're just two different places. Does that make sense? Okay? If you only want the Learn Smart and you don't want the SmartBook, you can go to the menu icon here and say go to Learn Smart, and it's going to have an option for it to default back to Learn Smart. Okay? Same questions. They both go towards your assignment. It's just that SmartBook is more of a experience, and certain people really enjoy that, where maybe they can read a little bit, test their knowledge, and have that toggling back and forth, okay? If you just do the Learn Smart modules, you would just read out of the ebook and then go right into the modules, okay? Does that make sense? Has anyone in here used SmartBook before? Probably not. Oh, really? This is only the second semester we've had it. What course was that?
History.
History? Who was your instructor?
I forgot his name.
Okay. Was it History 1 or 2?
One.
1? And did you choose to use the SmartBook?
No, you had a choice.
You did have a choice.
Well, you had the ebook.
Yes,
and
no
then you had
kidding.
the SmartBook, which was easier than the ebook.
The SmartBook was easier. Why?
Because the ebook was just clumped together, and the SmartBook, you could read it, and then when you're answering the questions, you could go back and find out if you missed the question, like where it was in the book.
Okay, right, and I'm glad you brought that up, because when you're in SmartBook, the other key feature is that when you go to answer your Learn Smart questions, there's an icon right there to open the ebook, and it'll be a double column setup where you're looking at the question and the ebook, okay? Which we want to encourage. All of these tools are study tools, right? It's not a quiz or a test. It's designed to help you learn how to study and to retain more information, okay? Any questions about all of that? Because this is going to be a lot of your assignment. Yes?
Is this a web-based program, or do you have to install something on your computer?
Web-based. Good question. I like that. Yes?
You said the SmartBook's not required, right? Well, if you don't want to do the SmartBook, can you just buy the Connect instead of the ConnectPlus?
Well, the Connect won't have the ebook, so it will not have the course content, right? So ConnectPlus is the ebook and the SmartBook. Yeah. Okay. Yes?
Do you have a preferred browser
Great question. Anything but Internet Explorer, no, I'm kidding. But truthfully, I would say Firefox and Chrome are preferred. It will work on all browsers, but I would definitely say
Because I have a Chromebook, so.
perfect. And I've actually been using Chrome for the last year without issues, so yeah, good. So we're on the same page.
Because my last name smart for my Spanish wouldn't connect to my Chromebook. It kept just rebooting.
Was it Connect?
Yeah, it was Connect.
Oh,
It was with,
last semester?
but it was at HCC.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It was Spanish
Okay.
class.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why, because usually Chrome is better, or Firefox. So. Okay. Any other questions? And that just made me think of, you'll see this on the website, I would recommend you turn off your pop-up blocker. I would actually recommend that anytime you're using some kind of software that's going to be going out and grabbing from somewhere else, turn off that pop-up blocker, because it will cause issues that you don't even know are happening sometimes. That's just a good best practice, okay? Any other questions? Yes?
I buy this for my other class, so do I buy another one for this class?
That's correct. Yep. So what you're purchasing is the class content, your assignments, the interface, the study tool. You can use the same username and password, probably, but you definitely have to purchase it again. What's your other class?
History, you're my other class.
Oh, today? Oh, okay. Awesome. You should have raised your hand. You know I play this game. Come on now. Okay. Any other questions? No? Okay. A couple other things that we want to mention. Speech upload is another assignment type we're going to utilize from Connect. It's not enabled yet. We're going to set that up before your speeches are due. What you'll actually see a link in Blackboard. You're going to go to it. You'll be able to upload speeches as designed by your syllabus. But you want to just make sure, we're going to provide you with instructions before you do this. Pay careful attention, because when you're uploading your speeches, you might have to compress your files. You might want to be cognizant of the file type you're using and the device you're using. Okay, we'll provide you instructions on that. But it will be your responsibility to make sure you're prepared. We can't have you showing up the day of a speech and I didn't know it was supposed to be a WAV file or whatever it's supposed to be, okay? So make sure you stay on top of that. Lastly, this is not required and it's not related to Connect or anything we've discussed, but we have an app provided by McGraw-Hill called the McGraw-Hill Speech Prep app. It's on iTunes. It's $1.99. It's for a phone, but you could download it to your iPad or phone, and it would allow you to practice your speech, audio only. Okay, it wouldn't be a speech you'd upload, but it would allow you to just hear yourself for the first time, edit your speech, get your timing down. It'll let you set up note cards, so you could practice using note cards off of a phone or mobile device. So it's kind of a cool tool. We just want to let you know that that was available. Okay? Any other questions for me? No? Okay, well, good luck in the class. That's all I have.
Thank you.